Today's weather might have brought back memories of last year's abnormally warm March. Last year, the weather was so good, farmers were able to plant a month early. But of course, many crops were ruined by the summer's drought. But what about this year? News 18's Kelly Roberts reports on the farmers' outlook for the 2013 farming season.
Seeds are being shipped to farms in anticipation of the planting season. Last year, good moisture and warm temperatures allowed farmers to plant about a month in advance. Farm rescue instructor Steve Wettrack says it looks like planting will begin during the normal times this year in April and May. But he says farmers are watching the weather closely after last year's drought ruined so many crops.
They all have the same comment that hopefully we get those rains this spring that don't come in large amounts and spread it out into that planting season.
The drought's effect on crops cannot be reversed, but meteorologist Jesse Hawila says the drought's effect on the land can be.
We had exceptional drought status, extreme drought status across the entire state. This fall and this winter, we have really gotten rid of that. In fact, we're sitting right around average and there is no drought status.
However, the extra moisture has caused farmers to worry.
But I think some of the concerns are is we didn't have a freeze, a very solid freeze this spring or first of the year, which will make things pretty spongy as we're seeing right now.
Wettrack says looking on the bright side of the planting season, farmers may have more time this spring because many of them had extra time to finish up projects after last year's harvest.
Because it was such a harvest that there wasn't a lot of bushels per acre in some areas, they were able to get some farm work done, maybe some field tile work that's been put off for years.
Although farmers are looking forward to spring, last year's drought is always in the back of their mind.
The grain industry in some cases are putting out reports that we could have some of the same again this coming year in the summer months, but maybe not quite as bad with the dry conditions and the drought, but it's still in the back of their minds.
Hawila agrees with Wettrack. Planting season will begin at a normal time. He says preliminary data shows spring will be wetter and warmer than average. Reporting in Tippecanoe County, Kelly Roberts, News 18.